The Samsung Galaxy Note 2 is so big that it looks like it ate the iPhone 5 for lunch. See? Huge difference right here, but it's really not just about the size that you're getting with this 5.5-inch phone. It's about all the innovations that Samsung crammed into this device, including a quad-core processor, much better pen input, and extra long battery life. We're going to tell you everything that we like about this big screen phablet. One of our favorite features of the Galaxy Note 2 is the improved pen input capability, which starts just when you take the stylus, the S Pen, out of its holster, and you can see that it automatically launches to the screen that allows you to quickly jump into notes and create new ones if you want. And the pen itself is much improved over the original Note because this little button right here, which lets you do shortcuts, has ridges, and the pen is a little bit larger and it feels more substantial. So if you go in to create a note, you'll notice that the sensitivity is much improved. So it feels a lot more like writing on paper. And you don't have any of that palm rejection issues that we had before, so if you're writing on the screen and your hand happens to brush up against it, you're not going to accidentally return, although we saw a little bit here. But overall, it's really nice and smooth. One of the other great things about the S Pen is that it can make things that are usually mundane a lot more personal, like posting things to Facebook. So let's say, for example, you wanted to capture this screen and then share it off. Just press and hold the pen button. You can then just write on the screen, "Give me your number," and then you can just crop in. And then share that out via Facebook, just like that. The big 5.5-inch screen on the Galaxy Note 2 isn't just for using the pen, it's also for a whole new way to multitask, and you activate that by just long pressing this back button here. And it's a new multi-view feature that brings up a tab that's filled with icons, and all you have to do is just bring one of these applications onto the screen just by dragging it, and then you can bring another one on by doing the same thing. So you can see that we have our inbox up here, a video playing down here, and you can choose other applications to bring over, like internet. And at any time you can just flip over if you prefer to multitask in that mode. And Samsung gives you the flexibility of either swapping positions or going full screen on one of these applications. So there's a lot that you can get out of this display. We have another feature of the Galaxy Note 2 that is guaranteed to make iPhone 5 owners jealous, and that's the Best Faces mode. So not only do you have all these other features like Share Shot, HDR, face detection, Best Photo, but Best Faces is new for the Galaxy Note 2. And what you do is that when you're taking pictures of people, they can make all different sorts of faces in a row. And then the Galaxy Note 2 presents you with a bunch of options, and you can pick someone's face. And let's say I wanted to choose this one instead, because it is more beautiful.
Oh God!
Click done. Don't worry, I'm talking about a guy, so it's all cool. So the one that we saved just now, just stitched his face on the body that he was using for a previous pose, and you can do that with multiple contacts. So it's not only like a fun party trick, but it's a nice way of rewriting history. Yes, it's a bummer that the Galaxy S3 is not going to get Jelly Bean for a little while yet, but the Galaxy Note 2, when it launches, is going to have Android, the latest OS, built in. So you can get things like Google Now. So if you just click on this little box, you'll see that Google learns from your searches and also integrates things into your results like your next appointment. You'll also see things like the latest sports scores and weather. And because there's Google Voice Search built in, you can ask things like, "What's the weather going to be tomorrow?"
The forecast for New York tomorrow is 70 degrees and mostly sunny.
And the built-in voice functionality extends to email too. So this is just an example of offline voice typing, so you don't even have to have an internet connection. This is my video review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. So you can see how quickly that went. On the software front, the Galaxy Note 2 definitely isn't a pure Android device, but we actually think that's a good thing because of all the little innovations that Samsung puts on top. One of them is in the notification area right here. So if we slide down, you have quick access to all of these things like Wi-Fi, GPS, and you can toggle them on and off, as well as slide the brightness for the display. So that's really convenient to have in a pinch. And then when you're in emails, then one of the benefits of having this big display is that you have not only a full-size keyboard, but also a dedicated number row, so that saves you a lot of time. You don't have to toggle back and forth. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 is not a phone for everyone, but it is a phone for people who want a lot of functionality in one big screen device. You know, Samsung even recognizes that this is not a one-handed smartphone because it gives you options like this, like shifting the dial pad over to the right-hand side of the screen. But when you think about everything that you're getting in a 5.5-inch smartphone, from quad-core power to an extra long-lasting battery that gets nearly 8 hours of juice, and all of the features that Samsung adds on top, like the much improved handwriting recognition and pen support, you have one of the most versatile and powerful Android phones on the planet. That's why we're giving the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 4 out of 5 stars in our Editor's Choice Award. This is Mark Spoonhour with Laptop Magazine.